On Thursday, January 5th, 2023, the largest west-northwest swell in over a decade hit the California coast.
If you look back at past really big west swells for California, this one, if it's not the biggest in the last 30 to 50 years, it's certainly in the top 3. I saw a lot of feedback online from pretty experienced people in different areas, especially like the Santa Barbara area, just calling the biggest swell of all time, like comparing it to that big swell in 1969 that bombarded Hawaii and then California, like saying like, we think it's bigger than that one.
All day, waves washed over roadways, destroyed piers, and peeled up rivers.
But you're just getting this ultra consistent swell that's just hammering the coast, and then add big tides on top of that. You know, we had the full moon tides, like so 6 to 7 foot tides, and you get all this coastal inundation and waves breaking in crazy places all over the place.
Later, just a few tucked away spots began to show some quality on the dropping tide. Then Friday morning changed the game. Wintertime spots across the zone lit up with the biggest and best surf they'd seen in years. When a purple blob like this shows up on the charts and smashes the west coast, most of us are thinking about a favorite point break and what time low tide is. Greg Long, Jamie Mitchell, Jojo Roper and crew were thinking 9-foot guns and inflatable vests. They saw the purple blob and asked, where will this swell be the biggest, and where will it even be rideable?
So we just got off a group call with the team at Surfline and our lead forecaster Kevin Wallace, and he was giving us a rundown. And
go out on a limb. Give us a wave size.
I would think Todos was probably 40 to 60 foot faces on this.
Oh wow! All right.
In this case, the answer was clear: Todos Santos.
Todos really was the only big wave option on this whole swell, and that all had to do with where the storm was and the weather it was producing, the wind it was producing.
Let's do it.
This is, without a doubt, the biggest swell I've seen here in maybe my entire life.
Swell looks massive, and I think that it's going to be some of the tallest waves we've seen out there for sure.
The support boat left San Diego at 2:30 a.m. and met their counterparts and safety teams as the sun was rising over the Baja mountain range.
Beautiful sunrise this morning, and very happy to just see it, see the lighthouse, see the island. I think it's still pretty early, and I'm obviously a novice out here, like I don't really know what I'm looking at. So, I mean, I'm looking at big waves, but until we see someone catch one, I think we're probably going to be pretty surprised. I think it's going to look a lot bigger than what it does now.
What do you think about your first time out here?
I'm excited and grateful to be here. We got a beautiful sunrise, giant waves, we got a great crew of folks, and we're gonna go see if we can get in the spot for one.
It was big, really big, to the point where some of the waves had no entry at all.
Todos, it was a little overwhelmed, like a lot of California was, there was just so much energy with the swell that it just was kind of a little lumpy and a little stormy. It wasn't perfect by any means. It was big, but it was kind of stormy.
And not many were ridden, but Greg Long got what he came for: the biggest wave of the morning. And while the boat ride back was 7 levels of hell, everyone made it back safely, and in time for the next one. Swells like this rearrange our relationship with where we surf. We think we know the takeoff zone at our local spot, and then all of a sudden it's 100 yards out and to the left. We think waves never break inside that cove, or jetty, or harbor, or river, and then all of a sudden, they do.
Above all, I'll probably remember how blessed I am to be from such an epic area with really unique surf spots and an amazing community of surfers. I feel like when I surf the same spots I normally do on different types of swells like this one that day, I get to know the ocean on another level. It's really fulfilling, and I'm just really grateful to be able to experience it all.
You know, the North Pacific's on a bender right now. It's not like it's gonna be one and done after this thing. We've already seen swells. We have more lining up, you know, just one after the other, and it looks like that's gonna continue through, you know, at least the middle part of the month and probably beyond. So lots more swell coming, and gonna be fun next couple weeks.
And whether you pushed yourself over a ledge you never thought you would, novelty surfed a wave that breaks twice a decade, or watched it all from a distance, one thing is for sure. This swell's over, but the stories are just getting started.
We're done. Holy